Libra, if you are hearing this message today, August 20th, 2026, pause for a moment and allow yourself to truly connect with what you are about to hear, because something important is shifting beneath the surface of your life. You may have been carrying emotional weight that you rarely speak about, especially situations from the past that changed the way you trust people, approach relationships, and make important decisions. You may tell yourself that you have moved on, yet there are moments when an old memory, an unfinished conversation, or a disappointment suddenly returns to your thoughts. Your heart may have become more cautious because you have learned that not everyone deserves immediate access to your emotions. But Libra, protection can be useful for a time, while remaining behind those walls forever can prevent you from experiencing the new possibilities that are trying to enter your life. Today gives you an opportunity to begin releasing those barriers. You are not being asked to forget what happened. You are being asked to stop allowing what happened to determine what happens next. Your emotional world needs attention today. Give yourself a little quiet time to breathe and listen to what is happening inside you. Whether you choose peaceful music, meditation, deep breathing, or simply a few minutes away from distractions, allow yourself to acknowledge your emotions instead of immediately pushing them aside. Some feelings may surprise you, but they are not necessarily signs that something is wrong. Sometimes an emotion appears because your mind is finally ready to process something you were not ready to face before. As you acknowledge and release those feelings, you may notice your energy becoming lighter. And when your inner world becomes calmer, your ability to recognize the right opportunities becomes stronger. There may be several choices in front of you today, Libra, and this could create uncertainty. You may find yourself comparing possibilities, asking what could go wrong, or worrying about disappointing someone with your decision. But remember that you do not have to choose something simply because it is expected of you. You deserve a path that reflects your true values and your genuine desires. Fear can make almost any decision look dangerous, while clarity allows you to see what is actually possible. Listen to the quiet part of yourself that knows when something feels right. You may not have every detail figured out, but you do not need to. Sometimes the first step is simply trusting yourself enough to begin. If there is someone you have wanted to contact, someone you still think about, or someone you hoped might return to your life, there could be an emotional block preventing you from approaching the situation clearly. When we become too focused on what we lack, we can unintentionally overlook the opportunities that are already around us. Instead of placing all your emotional attention on what has not happened yet, imagine sending positive energy toward the areas of your life where you want growth. Think about love, money, career, family, or personal dreams. Allow yourself to feel grateful for the possibility of positive change. You are not forcing the future. You are creating a healthier emotional space in which you can recognize it when it arrives. Libra, today asks you to release limiting beliefs about yourself. Perhaps you have questioned whether you deserve genuine love, financial stability, recognition, or happiness. Perhaps someone else's actions made you doubt your own value. Those doubts do not have to remain part of your identity. Your future is not required to repeat your past. Be patient with yourself while you heal. Your intuition may be giving you important signals, especially when something looks attractive on the surface but does not feel right inside. Trust that inner awareness. Keep your heart open while keeping your boundaries clear, and you may begin to notice opportunities that previously went unseen. Before we continue, remember that this is a general reading and may not describe every detail of your personal situation. Some parts may resonate strongly with you, while others may not. Every person's journey is different, so listen calmly and keep only what feels meaningful to you. Today we will explore the energies surrounding love, money, work, family, well-being, and your emotional state. The numbers connected with your energy today are 28 and 75, and the color that may support you is light blue. Keep these numbers in mind because they may become connected with an unexpected moment, opportunity, or meaningful conversation. Light blue represents calmness, balance, emotional clarity, and the peaceful mindset you need to make better decisions today. There is another message you should not overlook. Time is more valuable than almost anything you can possess. Money can be replaced. Material things can be recovered. But a moment that has passed cannot be purchased back. Today encourages you to recognize the value of the people who genuinely matter. If there is someone in your family you have been meaning to call, someone you owe an apology to, someone you want to thank, or simply someone who deserves to know that you care, do not keep waiting for a perfect moment. A sincere word can sometimes heal more than a long explanation. The emotions we keep hidden can become heavy, while honest expressions can create bridges. You may also encounter someone younger today who needs guidance, encouragement, or simply someone willing to listen. Perhaps a teenager or young adult will approach you with a question or concern. Your own experiences may provide more wisdom than you realize. You do not have to solve their entire problem. Sometimes giving someone a thoughtful perspective is enough to help them see their path differently. At the same time, your perception is becoming sharper. You may suddenly understand a situation that previously seemed confusing. Could feel as though a fog is disappearing and you can finally see people and circumstances more honestly. Libra, you naturally try to see both sides of every situation, but there are moments when excessive understanding can cause you to ignore what your own intuition is telling you. Today, look beyond appearances. Watch actions rather than promises. Notice who brings peace into your life and who constantly creates uncertainty. This clarity is not making you cold. It is helping you protect your balance. Justice appears strongly in your reading, and for Libra, this symbolism is especially significant. Something that has felt unfair, unbalanced, or unresolved may begin moving toward greater clarity. You may finally understand why a certain situation happened the way it did, or you may see that a person who once seemed important no longer deserves the same emotional influence. Justice does not always mean getting exactly what you expected. Sometimes justice means finding peace after realizing that you no longer need an old answer. The star brings healing, hope, and renewed inspiration. This is a beautiful sign for you because Libra often spends so much energy trying to maintain harmony around other people that your own emotional needs can become secondary. The star reminds you that your inner peace matters too. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to hope again. You are allowed to believe that something better can happen even if the past gave you reasons to doubt it. A difficult period does not define your entire story. There are still paths ahead that you have not explored. The star also asks you to trust the timing of your life. You may feel impatient because you want answers now, especially in love or finances, but not every answer arrives immediately. Some things need time to develop behind the scenes. Instead of assuming that nothing is happening, consider that you may simply be in a preparation phase. The healing you are doing today could become the foundation for an opportunity that arrives later. The Ace of Cups then brings emotional renewal. This can represent a new relationship, a sincere conversation, reconciliation, or a renewed ability to experience love without carrying old fear into every new situation. Someone from the past may return after changing internally, or a completely new person could enter your life with genuine intentions. What matters is sincerity. Do not be impressed only by words. Watch whether someone's behavior remains consistent over time. Real emotional potential becomes clearer through actions. The Emperor brings structure into this emotional picture. Libra, you may naturally seek harmony, but harmony without boundaries can become exhaustion. The Emperor reminds you to establish healthy limits and respect your own needs. A strong, determined person could enter your life, or you may discover that you are becoming more decisive yourself. Someone may take responsibility for a past mistake, or a new connection could be built around mutual respect and stability. But avoid becoming too controlling or allowing another person to control you. True security comes from mutual respect. The Six of Wands brings recognition and a sense of victory. Something you have been working toward may finally receive attention. Someone could acknowledge your effort, your progress, or the way you have changed. In love, This may indicate a person making a noticeable effort to get closer to you after a period of hesitation or distance. But the greatest victory is internal. You are learning not to define yourself through rejection, disappointment, or uncertainty. You are becoming more confident in your own judgment. The Ace of Wands adds fresh motivation and creativity. In your well-being, pay attention to the connection between your thoughts and how you feel physically. If something is genuinely concerning you, speak with an appropriate professional rather than allowing fear to take over. At the same time, look honestly at your habits. Sleep, stress, routine, food, and your emotional environment can all affect how you feel. Caring for yourself does not require perfection. It requires consistency and kindness toward yourself. At work, today encourages you to look at familiar responsibilities from a different angle. If your routine has become dull, introduce curiosity. Learn a new skill, explore a new tool, take a course, read something useful, or ask a different question about a problem you have been trying to solve. Your ability to communicate, negotiate, and understand different perspectives can become a major professional advantage. You may also meet someone who shares your goals and can introduce you to a new possibility. Stay open to collaboration. Financially, the energy surrounding you today is encouraging, but it asks for thoughtful decisions rather than impulsive ones. You may have an opportunity to reduce an old financial burden or move toward a more stable source of income. Situations involving shared money or responsibilities may begin becoming clearer. Your ability to balance different possibilities can help you make better choices, but do not let the desire for immediate results push you into unnecessary risks. Focus on opportunities that can grow steadily. A creative project, collaboration, or new professional direction may eventually contribute to stronger financial stability. Your financial progress may also improve because your emotional clarity is improving. When you are less distracted by fear and confusion, you can evaluate money decisions more objectively. Trust your instincts, but combine intuition with practical thinking. The goal is not simply to attract more money. It is to create a healthier relationship with money and make choices that support your long-term stability. In love, if you are in a relationship, today encourages an honest conversation. There may be something you have been keeping inside because you wanted to avoid conflict. But real closeness requires truth. Share your feelings without turning them into accusations. Listen as carefully as you speak. You do not need to win an argument. You need to understand each other. Your partner may also be willing to make an effort, and this mutual cooperation can strengthen the relationship. If you are single, do not assume that finding someone is the only way to feel complete. Reconnect with yourself first. When you become comfortable with your own identity, you stop accepting relationships simply because you are afraid of being alone. You become more selective, and that can help you recognize a healthier connection. If you feel more social today, allow yourself to participate in something different. A casual interaction could eventually become more meaningful than you expect. If you are hoping for a stable relationship, your chances can improve when you allow yourself to be visible rather than hiding behind old disappointments. Family relationships are also receiving a healing influence today. A misunderstanding may begin to soften, or someone may finally be ready to communicate honestly. Your ability to bring different perspectives together can help restore balance. But remember that you are not responsible for fixing every family problem. Sometimes your role is simply to listen, speak honestly, and allow others to take responsibility for their own emotions. Your energy may fluctuate throughout the day. You could feel slower at first and become more energized later. Do not force yourself to operate at maximum intensity every moment. Some days require action, while others require recovery. Pay attention to your body and give yourself appropriate rest. If you attend a social gathering, enjoy it, but practice moderation. Your body may respond better when you avoid excess and give yourself time to recover afterward. There is also a beautiful message around memories today. Something from your past may return to your thoughts, but instead of causing pain, it could remind you of how much you have grown. People and experiences may no longer be physically present in your life, but the lessons they gave you can remain. Honor those memories with gratitude without allowing them to pull you backward. The past can be part of your story without becoming the destination of your future. Today also encourages consistency. Make sure your actions match your words. Do not promise things simply because you want to keep everyone happy. Libra, your desire for harmony can sometimes make you say yes when your heart is actually saying no. You do not have to please everyone. Honest boundaries are healthier than false promises. When you are authentic, the people who truly belong in your life will understand. Think carefully about the relationships you want to build from this point forward. Are you ready for new people? Or do you need time within your existing circle? Either answer is valid. What matters is that the choice comes from your genuine needs rather than fear. Organize your inner world first. Once you understand what you want, it becomes much easier to recognize who belongs beside you. For students, there may be an opportunity connected with education, travel, a scholarship, an exchange program, or a new destination. Something you have worked toward could eventually open a door. Prepare yourself rather than waiting passively. Every challenge you have overcome has added something to your story. If a plan changes, do not immediately consider it a failure. Sometimes a different route leads to an opportunity that would have been impossible through the original path. Now, Libra, let us look at your compatibility energy for today. Your first strong connection is with Aquarius. Aquarius energy can stimulate your mind and help you see possibilities from a different perspective. You may discover that you understand each other in ways that do not require constant explanation. Your second connection is with Taurus. Taurus may bring a stabilizing influence and could help you resolve something unfinished, whether that involves money, responsibility, or an emotional matter. Clearing old obligations can create space for new prosperity. Your third connection is Sagittarius. Sagittarius may appear as an unexpected source of encouragement today. Their support could arrive when you need it most, reminding you that asking for help does not make you weak. Libra, the deepest message of August 20th is simple. Stop carrying what no longer belongs to you. You do not need to keep explaining your past. You do not need to keep proving your worth. You do not need to remain in situations that constantly disturb your peace simply because you once invested time in them. You are allowed to choose differently now. Your future can become lighter when you stop allowing old experiences to dictate your next decision. Heal what needs healing. Protect what deserves protection. Open yourself to what feels genuine. And when an opportunity arrives, do not automatically assume that it is too good to be true simply because you have experienced disappointment before. If this message resonated with you, support the channel with a like and subscribe for more daily readings and predictions. Take what speaks to your heart and leave what does not. The energies may offer guidance, but your decisions remain your own. Libra, today is not about finding perfect balance in every part of your life. It is about finding enough inner balance to choose what truly deserves your energy. And once you do that, love, clarity, stability, and abundance can begin finding a much more natural place in your life.